What's up guys, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the romancing fight for Threat from the Depth, Deep Fish. This fight can be hard, but I don't think it's as hard as some past challenges, especially Global X ones. And the boss we fight here, Deep Fish, is weak to Slash, Cold, Lightning, and Pierce. And it attacks with Cold and Lightning attacks, and I have to say those are his most powerful attacks, so you have to be careful. There's also Stun and Paralyze, but one formation will kind of fix all the problems you may have with ailments. So there's a lot of things to discuss about Deep Fish. First of all, he will attack with Maelstrom. It's a very powerful AoE attack on turns 4, 7, and 10. And starting from turn 10 and beyond, he's going to try to apply attack up and defense up. That stays for the whole fight, just like when we use those with our characters. Heat up and defense up. And then it will become super dangerous. You have to try to finish this fight in 10 turns, or a little less, a little beyond that, or else you're gonna have difficulty surviving. So a good thing is to try to increase your resistance against cold and lightning attacks. So the first strategy I will explain with a general setup. Here we have the rules. You can use any sort of character. So the formation you should be using for this challenge is the Rising Phoenix X1, because this one you can use a tank in the middle. Even though it uses many AoE attacks, it still uses some very powerful single target ones. So if you have a tank in the middle, it's gonna help you reduce incoming damage to the party. And Polka is the best one for this, because he will heal the party and he counters and he just self-buffs. And he is natively weak to cold, so you can fix this problem. I gave him the Titan Suit that gives cold and lightning resistance. I also gave him the Santa's hat, and even then gave him the Royal Rank that also gives cold and lightning resistance. This way he was capable of surviving with not much problem. Then we always bring Matriarch for hard challenges. She's here, and this boss only attacks with slashing blunt physical attacks. You can't forget about Pierce. So I gave her the Harmonious Suit that gives also cold resistance, and then the Thunder Flash Gloves that gives some lightning. Then you can give ailment resistance accessories to everyone. Matriarch is inheriting the Paean of Peace skill, and if you are feeling like you need heal, you can use Paean of Protection as well. Then I'm using Time. Well, if you don't have time, you can use Namal's Daughter, for example, or even Diana. Any of them will work. Time is better because he can heal a lot on Overdrive. In his case, I brought the Hydra Letter, then the Insulated Gloves that works super well because it gives cold resistance, and the Proof of Word Tower because he does not revive. That was needed. He's going to cycle between Calrose Junk Grab, and on Overdrive you can use Uncle Taco Toolbox or even one turn before you reach Overdrive. Then in the back we have Global X Fight Empress. She's a very important character, and if you want to make this fight easier, you can use her Imperial Shield on turn 4 and 7. I was capable of killing the boss before turn 10, so I negated the most dangerous turns. Well, I brought this Robe because it gives resistance to everything and even ailments. She's the one that cannot be inflicted with stuff. And there's also the Twisted Hydra skin and the Gold Feather Charm to increase resistance. I inherited Holy Moon, but I didn't even need that. Then our main damage dealer is Leon, and even though I'm using the second Leon that takes more turns to charge, I'm using the Remembrance Gun that helps a lot, and an inherited Wind Revolver, and it was enough to kill the boss in 3 turns after he was fully charged. One other thing that needs to be discussed is just that this boss has a chance to buff himself for agility, intelligence, and STR, with the dangerous thing being intelligence. We'll be buffing Will with 2 buffers, Time and Matriarch. So if you don't have 2 buffers, you may just get inflicted with ailments. So you may need to bring a buff breaker. That is a character that can remove all buffs from the enemy, like Rising Nova or Dark Wash attacks that you can find on Acelus, in Rouge, in Rock Bouquet, and many other characters. Again, if you don't have Final Empress, you can bring the newest Barbara as well. She is going to help. Or even a magical version of Gustav with his Scrum Guard and also the shield against magical attacks. Well, with that said, let's run this strategy.